Hello. So, this is my compost. I'm trying to make compost at home. So I have this pestle and mortar, I think it's called, and I'm gonna crush my eggs. And because I already crushed them and I put them in the coffee, I have to just take it with the coffee and just crush it. And I'm gonna put it back inside. So to make compost, you need to make it not too moist and not too dry, and you need to add natural stuff that can compost, right? So for making compost, you need to make sure it's mostly brown and not too dark and not too moldy and not too wet. So coffee and eggs, right, in this form, they're very wet. So I'm gonna add cardboards and I'm gonna shred these and I'm gonna add it to keep the moisture. And then because unfortunately my bucket is very small, the compost is not gonna be hot, it's not gonna be really as good as other compost, but I'm still gonna try because this is all I have. In my balcony, right, unfortunately I live in Ireland. Ireland is very rainy. Ireland is like cold, really cold, and this is gonna slow the process of making compost. Compost is usually better in dry and hot processes, areas. Now what I can do is, because my balcony is kind of exposed to rain, I have to cover it up on top of it to prevent the rain from going to it directly, because it will make it too wet, and if it's too wet it's gonna mold and it's gonna be smelly and it's gonna get sour, and that's not how compost should be looking like. Crush this, put them back inside, add the cardboard, and I'm gonna make sure this is kind of full. And for the lid, this is my lid, I can put small holes on this to let the air inside to allow it to compost, and I can block the top of it with a small bit of gap with something which I haven't figured out, but I will. And this is the start of making compost process. And my tea so far, they're drying, the lemons and stuff, they look like this, which is a good sign. I shall start doing it with oranges as well once I get the scraps. This is funny. I feel like I'm in an art room making art. I love the sound of this, I don't know why. By the way, I bought this thing from Iran. Like, look how beautiful this thing is. But I didn't buy it. Why lie? My parents did. Also, for organic, you can add like fresh like fruits, anything that is plant, you can add to it for moisture. And I did a little search up. Apparently, if you are in a very moist environment like I am in Ireland, you need to add more cardboard to make sure it doesn't get too moisty. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually maybe take this thing out, add the cardboard, like I'm gonna shred this, add this, and wait, I have more actually. And I'm gonna put them first and then put the layer of this plant thing moisture. And typically the ratio, in order for this to not get too moldy, like should be like 3 to 1, as in 3 for the cardboard and the dry stuff and 1 for the plant stuff. So the plants give nitrogen, which is needed for the compost to occur, and it needs carbon as well. So the carbon comes from the cardboard and things that absorb moisture. So this actually really helps to keep the smell away as well. They're looking like this. It just needs to be kind of powdery for better results. So I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna powder them. Alright, shredding these. So don't have a shredding machine, I'm just gonna cut them in strips. This is how they will be. So my aim for this is that it's gonna be 70% like cardboard and then 30% fruits and veggies that I can put, because Ireland is already moist enough. I don't need to add too much veggies and fruits because it will be moldy and it will be really wet, like watery. We don't want that. We want something crumbly, we want something brown, and we want something that we can stir that gives like a sponge kind of texture feeling. So I'm gonna take a spoon and I'm gonna stir this every 5 or 7 days, or basically every week, to make sure that the airflow keeps going in the compost so it can work, so the things inside can compost. I'm cutting it like this. What's funny is that there was a sign of a tree on these cardboards. Now imagine, I'm cutting this and these are not compostable. I mean, they're cardboard, right? They should be compostable. And we'll recommend and install the right jar to make the structure for you. Alright, so I added another tissue and I kind of mixed the stuff inside. So at the bottom I only have so far just eggshell coffee, and I put cardboard on it and paper, and hopefully later I'll add like small amounts of fruits at the bottom and more cardboard to make this container a bit more full than it is. But this is what I have done so far, and this is the lid. I tried to poke a small holes, but I wasn't really good at it. So I did this. So this is like, if I poke it inside, like the air like can kind of go inside of it. So I'm just gonna cover it up like this, and this hole is a little too big, so I still have this part. I hope it works. So I'm just gonna put it on like that. So this is what I have so far, first attempt of making compost, and it's with the yogurt bowl that I bought from Lidl that I washed completely and let it dry. So let's go and put it in the balcony. So I feel like it kind of rained, as you can see. This area is very wet. So there is my thing right inside, and this thing can prevent the rain going directly through it. However, on this side there's like air going through here, and thankfully these walls will prevent the wind from destroying the compost. And because I put some holes over, the air can go through, and I can always take this out and mix it and put it back. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. I put it beside the pickles. I hope it doesn't get the smells of pickles on any cost, but this is how it goes, and we shall see the results in 4 months. No, yeah, maybe it might take 4 months, but we'll see. Now this is the tea so far. Like, it's been 3 days, and this is how the tea kind of looks. These are the apple ones. The apple ones, I put them a day later than the lemons. The lemon's been here for 3 days, but the apple's been here for 2 days. However, they're like composting more, and I didn't put much. I might put pear and oranges later, and this is what I have so far. I want to let these dry and then simmer them to make tea out of it, and if they're good I might make them mass production of this and sell recycling tea or upcycled tea instead of throwing the scraps away which aren't gonna get recycled. You can make tea out of them, and the tea is actually really good for your body. There's many benefits in terms of nutrition and metabolism, especially lemon tea. So we'll see how this one goes as well. Thank you everybody for watching my video. I hope this video encourages you to make your own compost at home, and I will soon show you my results once this thing is done, or show you how it goes every week, and we shall see how my tea goes as well. And thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day, and goodbye until the next video.